Let me tell you about my friend Margaret. At 72, she's one of the most organized people I know. Her home is cozy, clutter-free, and filled with things she loves. But a few years ago, her house looked very different. Every room was packed with stuff, old clothes, unused kitchen gadgets, boxes of paper she hadn't touched in decades. I felt like my house was closing in on me, she told me. I didn't even know where to start. Sound familiar? If you've ever looked around your home and felt overwhelmed by the clutter, you're not alone. Many of us accumulate things over the years, things we think we'll use someday, things that hold memories, things we just can't seem to let go of. But here's the thing, decluttering isn't just about creating space in your home. It's about creating space in your life. In this video, we'll cover 6 steps to declutter your home after 60. Steps that will help you simplify your life, stay independent, and feel more in control. Let's start with the first 2 because even small changes can make a big difference. Step number 1. Start small. One room at a time. When it comes to decluttering, the hardest part is often just getting started. That's why it's so important to start small. Trying to tackle your entire house at once can feel overwhelming, but focusing on one room or even one corner of a room can make the process feel manageable. Take my neighbor Linda, for example. She decided to start with her kitchen. She set aside one Saturday morning and focused on just one drawer, the infamous junk drawer we all have. By the end of the morning, she'd cleared out old batteries, expired coupons, and a collection of mismatched utensils. It felt so good to see that empty drawer, she said. It gave me the motivation to keep going. Your action step. Choose one room or area to start with. It could be a closet, a desk, or even just a shelf. Set a timer for 15-30 minutes and focus on that one space. You'll be amazed at how much you can accomplish in a short amount of time. Step number 2. Ask yourself the right questions. One of the biggest challenges of decluttering is deciding what to keep and what to let go of. That's where the right questions come in. Instead of asking, "Could I use this someday?" try asking, "Have I used this in the past year? Does this bring me joy or serve a purpose? If I didn't already own this, would I buy it again?" Let me tell you about my Uncle Bob. He had a garage full of tools he hadn't touched in years. When he started asking himself these questions, he realized he was holding on to things out of guilt or nostalgia, not because he actually needed them. It was hard to let go at first, he admitted, but once I did, it felt like a weight had been lifted. Your action step, as you go through your belongings, keep these questions in mind. If an item doesn't bring you joy or serve a purpose, it's okay to let it go. Now that we've covered starting small and asking the right questions, you're already on your way to a simpler, more organized home. But there's more to the process. Next, we'll talk about how to create systems to keep clutter at bay and how to involve your loved ones in the process. Let's keep this momentum going. You've started small and learned to ask the right questions. Fantastic! But decluttering isn't just about tossing things out. It's also about creating systems that help you stay organized and independent. Let's dive into the next 2 steps. Step number 3. Create homes for your belongings. Here's the secret to staying clutter-free. Everything needs a home. When items don't have a designated spot, they tend to pile up on counters, tables, and floors. This is especially important as we age because clutter can become a tripping hazard or make it harder to find what you need quickly. Take my friend Carol. After decluttering her living room, she noticed her mail kept piling up on the coffee table. Instead of letting it overwhelm her again, she bought a small tray for incoming mail and a shredder for junk. "Now, I deal with it right away or toss it," she said. "No more paper mountains." Your action step? As you declutter, assign specific spots for frequently used items. For example, a bowl by the door for keys and glasses, a labeled bin in the closet for seasonal items like scarves or hats, a dedicated drawer for medications or important documents. The goal is to make your space work for you, not against you. Step E. Number 4. Involve your family but set boundaries. Decluttering can feel emotional, especially when family heirlooms or memories are involved. That's why it's important to involve loved ones, but on your terms. Let me tell you about my neighbor Jack. He'd been holding onto his late wife's china set for years, even though he never used it. When his daughter offered to take it, he initially refused, fearing he'd lose part of her. But after talking it through, they decided to keep just one plate as a keepsake and donate the rest to a family in need. Now, every time I see that plate, I smile, Jack said, and knowing someone else is using the set feels right. Your action step. If family items are part of your clutter, have an open conversation. You might offer items to relatives who'll cherish them. Take photos of sentimental pieces before letting them go. Set clear boundaries if family pressures you to keep things you don't want. Remember, your home should reflect your needs and joys, not someone else's expectations. We've covered creating systems and involving family, 2 steps that turn decluttering from a chore into a meaningful process. But there's one more thing we need to tackle: the emotional side of letting go. And guess what? It's simpler than you think. Let's wrap this up with the final 2 steps, the ones that tie everything together. Because decluttering isn't just about physical stuff, it's also about the emotional weight we carry and how letting go can free us to live more fully. Step number 5, let go of guilt. Here's the truth. Many of us hold on to things out of guilt. Maybe it's a gift you never used, a book you never read, or an appliance you thought you'd fix someday. But here's the thing, keeping something out of guilt doesn't honor the item, or you. Take my friend Susan. She had a closet full of clothes she never wore, many of them gifts from her kids. I felt guilty getting rid of them, she said. But then I realized my kids wouldn't want me to feel that way. She donated the clothes to a local shelter and kept just a few special pieces. Now, when I open my closet, I feel lighter, literally and emotionally. Your action step. If guilt is holding you back, try this. Thank the item for its purpose or the memory it holds. Remind yourself that letting go doesn't mean forgetting. Focus on the good your donation or gift can do for someone else. Your home should be filled with things that bring you joy, not guilt. Step number 6, celebrate your progress. Decluttering is hard work, and it's easy to focus on what's left to do instead of what you've already accomplished. That's why it's so important to celebrate your progress, no matter how small. Let me tell you about my Uncle George. After decluttering his garage, he treated himself to a new tool organizer. It felt like a reward for all the hard work, he said. And now, every time I open the garage, I feel proud instead of stressed. Your action step. Celebrate your wins along the way. It could be treating yourself to a coffee or a favorite snack, taking a moment to enjoy your newly organized space, sharing your progress with a friend or family member. Celebrating keeps you motivated and reminds you why you started bringing it all together. Let's recap, not as a checklist, but as a roadmap to a simpler, more independent life. Start small. Focus on one room or area at a time. Ask the right questions. Keep what brings you joy or serves a purpose. Create homes for your belongings. Make your space work for you. Involve your family. Share the process, but set boundaries. Let go of guilt. Your home should reflect your needs, not others' expectations. Celebrate your progress. Acknowledge how far you've come. You don't need to do everything at once. Start with one step. Maybe it's clearing out a drawer or organizing your mail. Small changes add up to big results. A final word, decluttering isn't just about creating space in your home. It's about creating space in your life. Space to move freely, think clearly, and live fully. You've spent decades building a life filled with memories and meaning. Now it's time to make sure your home reflects the best version of that life. If this video inspired you, I'd love to hear your story. Which of these steps will you try first? Share in the comments. You might inspire someone else to take their first step. And if you found this helpful, hit that like button and subscribe. We're here to help you live your best, most independent life, because you deserve nothing less. Thank you for watching, and remember, your home is your sanctuary. Make it a place that brings you peace, joy, and freedom.